If you guys need money in GTA 5 for the nightclub update, be sure to check out cdkeys.com for the cheapest shark cards. There's a link in the description. Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the top 10 best ways to make money in GTA Online as of right now. With the nightclub update right around the corner, with its release expected to be just next week, I know loads of you guys are looking for ways to make some quick and easy money in GTA Online right now, so you can afford all the new content when the update releases. And to do that, you're going to need a lot of money, probably upwards of $20 million or so. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing a range of different methods, so whether you're a new player to the game or an established player, there are plenty of different options. So let's go ahead then and jump straight into things, and we're going to start things off with my personal favorite money method, the import and export business. Now, if you don't already own one of these or currently aren't using this to make money from, start now. The import and export business is one of the easiest businesses to make money from, and you can run it completely solo, so without any help from friends or other players. And it can be run alongside your other businesses too, which we'll talk about a little more in a few moments. But first, if you want to maximize this business and make it as efficient as possible, what you want to do is completely fill your warehouse with all these standard and mid-range cars. The reason for this is because once you've sourced 10 cars of each, when you go back to your office and you source more cars, you'll only be given top range cars to source, and these are the ones you want to be selling, as they're worth the most amount of money. So of course, leave all the standard and mid-range cars in your warehouse, do not sell these once you've sourced them, and simply just source and sell the top range cars over and over. Now, the sourcing missions are very easy. They usually only take about 5 to 10 minutes or so at most, and every 20 minutes you can sell one of your top range cars. So in between sourcing, be sure to keep an eye on the time, and every time you sell a top range car, you'll be generating $100,000. Or alternatively, when it comes to selling, if you have 3 other friends online, you can sell up to 4 cars in one go for a total of $400,000, but it's worth noting the cooldown time is much longer. It's 60 minutes instead of 20 minutes. Now, like I mentioned before, you can also run this business alongside others, and ideally that's what you want to be doing if you own any others. And the ones you want to be running are the passive businesses, so the ones that generate you money without having to be constantly doing things. So for example, the Gunrunning bunker. This is definitely one of the ones I would highly recommend running, as you can earn $1,050,000 every time you sell a bunker completely full of stock. Now, it typically takes roughly 8 hours for your bunker to fill up if your bunker is fully upgraded. But if you're planning to run this business on your own, you do not want to be selling your bunker when it's full of stock, but instead aim to sell your stock when it's at 25%. If you sell your stock at 100%, you will need at least 2 or 3 other players to help you out, as there'll be multiple delivery vehicles, and it's pretty difficult to make the deliveries on your own. Whereas if it's at 25%, there is just the one delivery vehicle, and the sell mission is typically a lot easier too. Plus, you don't receive any less in the terms of a bonus when you're selling at 25% instead of 100%, so it just makes more sense. But what you will receive a bonus for is for selling in a populated lobby, so the more players there are, the higher the bonus, usually ranging between 10 and 20% of the sale price. So every 2 hours, aim to be selling your stock, and you'll receive anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000 minus the cost of resupplying your bunker, which you'll need to be doing every 2 hours or so. Now, alternatively, you can also save money by stealing supplies instead, but simply by buying supplies will save you time and allows you to run this business a lot more passively. Another passive business also worth running is a biker's motorcycle club. A biker's MC can run multiple businesses at once, all of which are completely passive. So once again, once set up, you haven't got to do anything until it's time to sell. And there are 4 biker businesses you want to focus on: the cocaine business, the meth business, the counterfeit cash business, and the weed business, and in that order of favoritism and priority. The cocaine business is the best money maker, with 4 stock levels worth $420,000. The meth business is worth $357,000. The counterfeit cash business is worth $294,000, and the weed business is worth $252,000. And these amounts are all before the populated lobby bonus and the current special event bonuses the Rockstar are offering in-game right now. So like the Gunrunning business, there is a profit bonus for selling in a populated lobby, which means you receive an additional 10 to 20% depending on the number of players in the lobby. And there's also a 25% sales bonus the Rockstar is offering right now in-game on all the biker businesses through until July 23rd. Plus, you can also save 25% on the cost of resupplying your business thanks to a discount. So again, when you're resupplying your business, rather than going out and stealing your supplies, just go ahead and buy the supplies. They're 25% discounted. It will save you some time and allows you to focus on your other, less passive businesses. For example, the 10 to 15 minutes that will be saved on stealing supplies for the business can be spent doing other things, like solo VIP missions. Missions like Headhunter and Sightseer are easy missions that you can do on your own to receive an additional $20,000 to $22,000 in between your business activities. So definitely bear these in mind if you have a few spare minutes waiting around for your business cooldown timers. Now, usually I would recommend avoiding the Smugglers Run hangar business as it's a time-consuming and overly grindy business, but as of right now there is a double your money bonus on the business, which is definitely worth considering if you have a few friends to help you out. If you don't and you're planning on doing this in solo, then it's probably best to stay away, but if you are fortunate to have a few friends, one or two to give you a helping hand, this business can be very profitable if done right, and with this double money bonus, selling a full hangar of stock will generate you over $1,350,000 in under an hour and 30 minutes. Now, most crate missions are relatively easy, usually taking no more than 5 to 10 minutes or so. Just make sure when sourcing crates, you focus on sourcing just 2 of the following: either medical supplies, narcotics, or chemicals. These 3 have the highest sourcing bonus on them, and by sourcing 25 of each, your stock will be worth a total of $675,000. Double that then with the current bonus and you'll be earning $1,350,000 when you come to sell. And just make sure when you do go to sell the stock, sell the 2 supplies separately and not together, as selling all your cargo in one go will reduce the sell bonus. Now, similar to this, the CEO crate business is one of the other ones I'd usually recommend avoiding, as it's also extremely repetitive, and a business that you also need at least 2 friends to help you out with. Firstly, you have to buy the crates, and you can't just collect all 3 crates in one go by yourself, which is why you ideally need 2 friends to come along and help you out to pick up the crates with you, then take them back to your warehouse, and from here then just rinse and repeat until your warehouse is full, which typically takes several hours. Right now though, there is a 25% discount on the crates when you're sourcing them, and a full large warehouse is worth $2.2 million when you sell a total of 111 crates. Plus, you can also add the populated lobby bonus on top of that too. It can be a pretty profitable business, it's just extremely grindy. Now, a popular method I know loads of people have been using over the past few months is Act 3 of the Doomsday heist. This specific act consists of a few missions which usually take around 2 to 2.5 hours to complete, but it's extremely rewarding in the terms of its payout. You will need at least a friend or 2 to play with you, but you and your friends will be earning upwards of $900,000 every time you complete this mission. And don't forget, whilst playing the heist, you can also be running your other passive businesses too in the background, which will be generating stock ready for you to sell every time you complete the heist. Now, if you're a less established player in GTA Online or just looking for some quick money, something which many players often forget about are the time trials. 9 out of 10 of these are extremely easy races and can be completed on your first attempt, and by doing so, you'll receive $50,000. Now, you can only receive this payout once, but this week's time trial is definitely one of those ones which I would definitely recommend doing. It's a very easy one, and by completing it, you'll receive just over $50,000. Then, of course, there are plenty of missions in-game that you can play with some pretty high payouts. I would definitely recommend playing any of the following which are being displayed on screen. Missions like Trash Talk, Rooftop Rumble, and Judging the Jury are easy missions with high payouts, and as you can see in this screenshot being displayed on screen, a user on Reddit has listed the top 16 missions that you can play and what each mission's payout and RP is based upon completing the mission in the optimum time of 4 minutes. minutes. Trash Talk is the highest paying mission that you can play, and if completed in 4 minutes, has a payout of almost $15,000. This, however, can be increased or decreased depending on how long it takes you to complete the mission, and this is something you also want to take into consideration whilst playing. So the second screenshot being displayed on screen right now shows the change in payouts based upon completion times, and as you can see, completing missions between 4 to 6 minutes results in a 100% payout. But if you're faster and you complete the mission in less time, you'll receive a reduced payout, but it works both ways, so if you're slower, it's more. So when you're playing, if you're closer to the next bracket, then definitely wait a few seconds as you receive more money for doing so. But it's worth stating, I wouldn't recommend just sitting around and waiting for the max amount of time, because in that time you could be doing the mission again and again and receive more money in the long run for doing so. Now if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at this Reddit post for yourselves to receive some more information on the best missions, there would of course be a link in the description. Now there's one final quick method of making money in GTA 5, and that's selling cars. Obviously if you have any cars in your garages you don't necessarily want or don't drive very often, then definitely consider selling them. Some of your cars could be worth millions of dollars, and if you're not using them, that's money that could be spent on new vehicles or items releasing in the next update. And there are also plenty of cars that can be found around the map for free, which are worth stealing and selling at the Los Santos Customs if you come across them, such as some of the modified vehicles like the Sand King that can be found in the Sandy Shores area. Across the road from the LSC in Sandy Shores is a parking lot, and this is one of the spawn locations for either the orange or blue Sand King. Head up here during the day with another very similar vehicle, so a pickup truck or an SUV, and it will help trigger it to spawn in. And if you find one, take it straight to the LSC and you can sell it anywhere between $15,000 and $18,000 straight away, depending on which one you find the blue one is worth the most. Anyways, so with that being said then, that's pretty much it then for this video. Now one quick reminder in case you guys haven't done so already, I am currently hosting a $40 million shark card giveaway for the nightclub update. So if you want the chance to win some money in GTA 5, enter right now by clicking the link in the description below. The winners will be randomly selected on the day of the nightclub update release. Aside from that though, I want you guys right now to let me know by leaving a comment on this video, how much money do you have currently in GTA 5, and which money methods do you guys use in GTA 5? Also be sure to drop a like on this video as well, as it helps me out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 videos. But as always, with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.